Hello and welcome to A Cat in the Garden. And today we're going to do a November garden tour. I'm really excited to show you all some of the things going on in the garden this fall in Central Texas. I am not used to having such nice weather in November, and my plants are literally thriving right now. So let's get to it. First up, we have the pepper bed, and the peppers have just exploded right now. So here I have some poblanos. These didn't really get the size that I wanted, but they look really cute. And I have a jalapeno here and one back there. Whoops, sorry. These are doing pretty well. This one is actually ripe, I think, so that will be nice to eat soon. I've got these really nice longhorns here, just waiting for them to turn color, but they look super nice. Got a nutmeg. He's growing pretty well out here. Some sweet banana peppers. Oh, that's got some color. I could probably pick that soon. My Tabasco finally took off, and we've got a couple ripening. I got a new bell pepper here and one right here behind nutmeg. We'll see if they do anything before it gets cold, but they look pretty good. I also have a bell back there. And here, my milkweed. There have been quite a lot of monarch butterflies visiting us. They just ran away because I got close, but they'll come back. Here I've got my shishitos. Oh, they are ready. They are turning red. So we actually got a couple spicy ones on these plants, which I have never had a spicy shishito before. There's always like a 1 in 10 chance when you eat shishitos that they'll be spicy, but this year finally got some, so I did save some seeds. And here is my Marconi pepper. I believe this is related to bell, and this has been probably one of the most flavorful peppers I've grown this year. Here, there's a little spider hanging out on this one. Oh, he's so cute and fuzzy. But this one's been really nice. I wait for them to turn pretty much all the way red before I harvest them, so I'll let them hang out a little bit longer, but this one I would highly recommend to grow. And next up, this is my Cubanella from seed, and I'm so proud of this one. This is an absolutely gorgeous pepper, and it is pretty much ready to pick. I'm just waiting for the right time to use it because peppers will stay good longer if you just leave them on the plant versus in your fridge. So I'm just gonna leave it there for now. I've got my gypsies. There's 2 that are ready on the side here, and then there's more growing. So that's really nice. This one's been producing all summer, so I'm really happy with it. And I've got my bells over here. There's actually 2 bell pepper plants here, and this one is ripe. I should pick that, but again, just waiting for the chance to eat it. Same with this one here being ripe. And over here I have my candy cane, my chocolate candy cane bell. I've actually harvested quite a few peppers from this, and it's been a really nice little bell pepper to add to your dishes for a touch of color or something like that. Flavor-wise, it's about the same. It just looks cool. And there's the butterflies. They'll come back. They're hanging out quite a bit. I think we got a new batch in today that just migrated here because the last batch left. And I've been delaying cutting the milkweed back because I want to save the seed pods, but I just love them. I don't want them to leave. I wish they could stay, but I do think it gets too cold for them here. Next to my pepper bed, I have the cayenne pepper bed, and we're kind of getting toward the end of it for the cayennes. I don't really see a lot of new flowers, but there's still fruit ripening, which is nice. I just wish that these had a longer lifespan, but I also have these mystery peppers, which we have determined are not cayennes, even though they were sold to me as cayennes. Here's the tag. definitely not a cayenne. The flowers come in bright purple, and then the fruit comes in purple, and when it's ripe, it turns bright red. Still don't really know what it is. It's not spicy. My husband and I did try it, and it just doesn't, I don't know what it is. It's not spicy. A lot of the peppers have different shapes. Some are long and thin, some are kind of fat and stubby. So no idea, but it's a nice pop of color for the garden, I guess. Here's the purple flowers. So they are pretty, just don't know what they are. And over here, this is the beginnings of my perennial herb garden. I did just put in some violas just to have some flowers for the butterflies, and I just thought that the colors were really pretty. So this is the new additions, but I've got oregano, rosemary, and this parsley, which is also a newer addition, but it's growing really fast here. It just looks really nice. It's got all of that new growth in there. I wasn't able to find flat leaf parsley, which I do kind of prefer, but I'm really liking the way that this is growing, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I don't know, it might be a perennial here, so we'll have to see. And bed next to it is, honestly, the rest of these beds are kind of chaotic. Don't really have a theme. But I wanted to try out a bunch of fall and winter vegetables here for my first year, because I'm not from the south. I don't really know what's gonna grow really well in this zone since we do have a warmer fall and winter here. But I wanted to try this bok choy, and I'd say it's doing pretty well. There are some holes, something's been munching at it, but it's been heading up really nice, lots of new growth, probably quadrupled in size since I got it, so I'm really happy with it there. One of my blackberries died, but the other one back there is holding on, and that's just a salvia back there. But over here are my peas, and you will have seen when I put them in the ground, and they have grown so much since then. And we do have flowers, so I'm really excited. Hopefully we will get some peas soon. They have been really happy, and kind of like houseplants, if they climb, the leaves get bigger. So I thought that was really funny. They're not really attaching themselves super well. I've kind of had to help them out, but they're doing all right. And over here, I've got my artichokes, which I won't really be expecting anything from them until next year. But then another fall crop that I'm trying is this purple cauliflower. It seems to be growing really well. The leaves come in kind of like a dark purple, and then they turn to this bluish green color. And this is the main plant that I have. There were 2 plants in the pot when I bought it at the nursery, and this one I thought died, but if you look in there, it actually came back to life. So I'm pretty excited. Maybe, I don't know if I'll actually get anything out of it since it did have such a setback, but I'm pretty happy that it survived. So again, the artichokes, but we'll just have to wait till next year for those. And back here, another chaotic bed, but everything is actually really thriving in here. So in the back, I've got tomatoes, I've got San Marzano, which I'm just waiting for these to turn red. They look so nice. They've looked like this for like a week now, and I just want them to turn red. But they do look pretty nice. And then I have some cherry tomato back there. This plant, honestly, I didn't really have a plan for it, so then it just kind of grew weird, but it is happy. And then I have my pole beans, which have been flowering like crazy. So they haven't grown a lot, not nearly as much as the peas, but there is some new growth up here, and I'm really hoping they'll start vining soon so I can attach them, and I'm hoping I get some beans. And behind them, I'm actually super proud of this. My first time growing by myself cucumbers. And we actually do have a few. That one is the best looking one, but there's more down there and one there. So that's super exciting. I am really happy with the way that this has been growing, and there's been lots of new offshoots, and hopefully I'll be able to do something with these cucumbers, maybe do some late pickling. But yeah, I'm super happy, and the bees love this plant too. They're always like, their cute little fuzzy butts are sticking out of the flowers, and it's been a joy to grow this actually. Next to it we have another chaotic bed. The gourds are just about done. The plants are dying off. I have one more that I have yet to pick, but I asked my mom and she said you have to wait until the stem browns and dies off, basically. So since it's still green up top, I'm going to wait, follow her instructions. My basil here though looks super good. I've been chopping this back quite a lot and drying it. I actually have an entire jar of dried basil now, and it still grows like a weed. So I think I'm gonna plant even more of it next year, maybe try to make pesto or something. Look at how woody that stem is. Oops, it's like a tree. That's nuts. Oh, it smells really good though since I knocked off that leaf. But this one's definitely a favorite, and if you do let it flower, the bees absolutely love it. I do have a little seedling of a butternut squash here. Don't know if it's gonna do anything really, but it's there, it's hanging out. So we'll see. And I have my wild cherry tomatoes here. They are nearing the end of their season, I would say. I'm not really seeing much in terms of flowers, but I'm still getting cherry tomatoes. I'm still waiting for a bunch to ripen. As you can see, I did already pick some today, but I do pick these like every day because I let them ripen inside fully. So this one will get picked in the morning, but I've got quite a few on the branches still, which is really nice. And I do have a little garden friend hanging out back here. If you can see him. I don't know if it'll focus on him, and I don't want to get too close. But that's a little garden spider hanging out. I just kind of leave him be and he leaves me be, so we have a little bit of an agreement there. But he's a good spider. I looked him up and he's pretty good. Oh, and look. Oh, he just flew away, but that was a green lacewing. So yeah, we just, we have an agreement and he just stays there. And the last bed, oh no, second to last, I have here. These are 2 tomatoes that I grew from seed. I started them a little bit late because I just wanted to see what would happen. I'm doing a lot of experimenting, like I said earlier, with what I can just grow here in the fall. So these are from Baker Creek Seeds. They're a terracotta tomato, so they're supposed to be like bright orange. And I'm just kind of looking forward to it. Since I put them in the ground last week, they've been doing really well. Stems thickening up a bit. And I did just give them a little marigold because those are good companion plants. And also in this bed, this might be hard to tell. We'll see how good it picks it up. Oh yeah, you can see my carrot seeds sprouted. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, I covered some. Let me do that. So I just kind of threw a bunch of seeds in here and some of them sprouted. So I'm really excited to have them. Root vegetables can take the cold a lot better than your tomatoes and your peppers and things like that. So I wasn't really mad about starting these late, and I was just direct sowing them anyway. So even if they don't grow a lot over the winter, they'll survive, and then maybe they'll just have a growth spurt in the spring. I don't really know when we're gonna start getting frost here, but that's kind of my game plan for them. And then actually last this time is this bed here. I cleared out most of the tomato plants except for the ones that had fruit on them, and these have quite a lot. Nothing has ripened yet, but there's just lots of clusters of this tomato, and it's called Celebrity Plus. If we can focus, yeah. And then I have some Romas back here. These actually look super nice. So I am very excited about those. We got a nosy nutmeg back there. And then here, I have my leeks, and I actually cleared out the rest of the tomatoes because I want to direct sow some more leeks. These have been growing really well here since I put them in the ground, and I'm really looking forward to eating them. I absolutely love leeks, and I really want to grow them instead of having to buy them in the store because they are pretty expensive. But if you just grow them from seed, super cheap. So stay tuned for that. All right, that's gonna be it for us today. I really hope you enjoyed this garden tour, and somebody here has to wipe his muddy paws before he gets back inside, so that's gonna take us a minute. Look, they're so muddy, but we'll get him back to looking clean. Again, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit a thumbs up down below and subscribe so you can catch up on all the garden content from us. We'll catch you in the next one.